Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a good day. Share this video, I'd appreciate it. I'm about to make Saturday afternoon, I guess we don't call it brunch, but it's a kind of a late breakfast, but an early supper. So it's gonna be our meal for the day. And it's something that we like to do and have like a breakfast for supper kind of thing. But it's about almost 3 o'clock, so it's an early supper. How's everybody doing? I am by myself, so I won't be able to answer many of your all's questions or anything. But I will always go back, and I love to try to go back and reply to you guys. How's everybody doing? So this is going to be start to finish. I'm going to be making the biscuits first. So there's no recipes here. So if you ask for recipes, don't be offended when I don't share a recipe. This is just how I cook. I do have videos up of my drop biscuits, and they're just going to be buttermilk biscuits made out of self-rising flour with some melted lard and buttermilk. So hope everybody's doing good. I got my skillet. This is my skillet that I've got buttered. And I got my oven preheated to 400. Going to get the biscuits in first. We're going to whip up some sausage gravy, and I'm going to fry some bologna. I love fried bologna. How's everybody doing? Now, my husband won't eat fried bologna, but me and Kenzie love it. We love it. He likes it on sandwiches with a lot of mayonnaise, and we do not. So how's everybody? I'm going to get started here. I'm going to make my biscuits. And this is self-rising flour. Y'all know I use Hudson cream. And that's about 3 cups today. How's everybody doing? Hey from Alabama. I love Alabama. I love the South. It's not snowing here, so it's kind of been snowing, but I think people down in southeast Kentucky is getting a little more than we are here. So that was some buttermilk, and I'm putting in some melted lard. And I may add a little more buttermilk. So these are just my regular drop buttermilk biscuits. They're simple. You don't have to roll them out. You just mix them up and get them going. And the oven is at 400. That's more buttermilk. And I got my oven preheated to 400. I got my skillet buttered. So we're going to get these on first so they can get to baking. But when you bake them hot, like I'm fixing to do, they bake pretty quick. Need some more buttermilk. Everything's always eyeball, guys. As long as you just get it all in there, it pretty much turns out. Hey, Missy, first time. Hey, Rosemary. So I about got them all good. So what I do, this is how I like to do them. I get them mixed to where it's all pretty wet there, see? And y'all, who else likes breakfast for supper? I know we do. We're not much breakfast eaters, but we like breakfast food. So that means we like to have breakfast food for supper or something like that. And my husband loves sausage gravy, so we're going to make sausage gravy. I want to use Bob Evans sausage. I like Bob Evans sausage, but I like Tennessee Pride. I like Purnell's. Some of them's kind of hard to find, but he found Bob Evans, so that's what we're going to make. Hey, Rita! Yeah, if y'all share this, I'd appreciate it. So what I'm going to do now, so you see that's all mixed, And these are just going to be drop biscuits, okay? I do put a little flour on the top. Just sprinkle a little. And this is how I do it. I just take I will flour my hands a little. Just do it like that. Let y'all see. So I just scoop them out with my spoon. And then lightly roll them in my hands. And see, this is what I'm doing. You don't have to roll them out, y'all, and they're going to be fluffy. And they're going to be good. And it's not like you had to just make a big mess and roll out a bunch of dough all over everything. And they're light. That's what you like. I mean, when it comes to biscuits, the best thing to biscuit making, Mommy always told me, is you don't overwork them and you don't fool with them much. And by doing it when I'm in a hurry, I've made biscuits like this, y'all, at youth camps and stuff, to when you're in a hurry. See, they're going to be fluffy as all get out. And this makes a pretty good batch. This is how I make my fluffy chicken and dumplings too, y'all. So I'm going to put one more in there. I think we about got it. Good old biscuits. So these are going to bake pretty hot. All right, that's plenty. Let me wash my hands off. All right, so these are going to go right in the oven so we can get them going. Y'all, these are going to be good, I'm telling you. Fluffy. Fluffy biscuits. All right, so now we're going to get started on frying the bologna. Y'all, I love fried bologna, and I like it crispy. I like it fried good and crispy. Or burnt, actually, is my... I like it burnt. Anybody else like fried bologna burnt? I'm telling you. Now, I like it on a sandwich. I like it burnt with a tomato and some mustard. So I just put in a little oil in there. And let me get my skillet going. And so I love, when we were growing up, Mommy made us breakfast just about every morning. It's, you know, when we were home from school in the summer, Mom made us breakfast. And a lot of our breakfast growing up was fried bologna. Usually some kind, she'd make us either oats. We called them oats. Sometimes she would make us, she made us chocolate gravy all the time. Cream of wheat. So we usually have fried bologna, either cream of wheat, oats, or chocolate gravy, and biscuits. And eggs. And that's usually what we had. Now, I like Conn's bologna. This is the kind I like, Conn's bologna. Or Fisher's. If you can find Fisher's, I like Fisher's too. But sometimes it's hard to find around here. We live in northern Kentucky now. And it's not like it was where we live up here, so it's just some things you can't find. So I just I like to cut mine in half like that. And I'm not going to fry a lot, just going to be Kenzie and me eating it, because Roger won't eat it. He won't eat it fried, but he will eat it on a sandwich. But I like it burnt. So yeah, that was our breakfast growing up. It was fried bologna, biscuits and gravy usually, and eggs. So that's all I'm going to fry up for me and her. So it'll take a minute to get going. Skillet's got to get hot. So how's everybody? Good morning, good afternoon. Y'all got snow? Who's got snow? I'm telling you. It seems like everybody gets snow but us. And you know, I'm not a winter person, but I prefer, if I'm going to have a winter, I want some good snows. But it seems like all the snow either goes below us or above us. Drink the water. Let me get my fork. So a good bologna, I don't like cheap bologna now. It's like, I mean, not that bologna's the most expensive thing, but you do get what you pay for. And for me, when it comes to bologna, it has to be good bologna. And I'm that way with hot dogs too. So while that's going, I'm going to cut my sausage. So I'll cut my sausage up. Now, when we were growing up, we got our own, we killed hogs, so we always had fresh sausage. And it was always the best. Fresh sausage is the best. But to me, the best sausage is Tennessee Pride. I like the best because I think it's got the best flavor. All right, it's starting to fry up. Now, when my biscuits come out, I'm going to brush them a little bit with butter. I like mine fried good and brown. Yeah. Good and brown. We have snow in Sterling, Illinois. Yeah, a lot of people got snow. Well, from what I'm seeing on my Facebook, a lot of people down home are getting good. How do you turn your biscuits up and how? So I let my biscuits just bake, guys, till they're done. If you bake them on 400, it don't take them long, 30 minutes probably. And it won't take them long. With any kind of bread, you want to bake them hot and fast. Let me get my skillet going. And you want to get them going. Bread bakes hot. I always say hot and fast. Let me turn my bologna. It's starting to pop. Hear that pop? When we was growing up, a treat would be at night, we would fry bologna sandwiches. To me, I like them with mustard and a tomato. A good garden tomato makes it taste better. And it's just so good. We got snow and glass in Scotland. Wow. I think everybody got snow but Northern Kentucky. Olive Hill has snow. 70s in Arizona. Wow. I've never been to Arizona. I haven't been past Mississippi down. I've been down to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, all down in there, but I ain't been to Louisiana or Texas or over that way. Far north as I've been is when I've been to Canada, up across from Michigan, and I've been to South Dakota. Almost to the edge. I was on the border of South Dakota and Wyoming, but never went over into Wyoming. And I ain't never been to New England states either. I do like to travel. I would like to one of these days travel some more. But so it's a browning. They're browning my bologna. And I want them kind of brown. I just go around to the edges. When these get brown, I'm going to take them out and I'm going to start on the sausage gravy. Yeah, look at that. Mmm. It's good, y'all. Ooh, this one in the middle. Look at that, y'all. Ah. Yes, buddy. Now, this may sound weird, but when I was little, I would take this fried bologna and I'd dip it in my chocolate gravy. Yeah. We dip sausage in it, bacon. Let me move it around a little, because I want it all to get good and brown. So yeah, this is a live. I said it was start to finish. So if anybody hollers that it's boring, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. It's a live video. I can't speed things up. But people like it when I come live. So I try to do that at least once or twice a week. And live is what it is. It's live. Ooh, there we go. It don't take long for this little cast iron skillet once it gets going. Y'all, it's a gem. I love my big old cast iron skillet. This is my big mama skillet, I call it. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to set it off the heat. Turn my burner down just a little. See? Now, I would like them a little burned for a sandwich. And see, that is perfect to me. For a sandwich, I love them real good and crispy. But this is how Kenzie and I look at that. Yum. Nothing like good old bologna. When around here, people call it Kentucky steak. Yeah. All right. So bologna's going to sit over here. Actually, I'm going to put it. Let me put it up in the microwave. Okay. All right. Set it back on the heat. Turn it down just a smidge. And we're going to start on the gravy, sausage gravy. This is a half a roll of breakfast sausage. Now this is, you can use whatever you want. Now sausage gravy, now when I make normal gravy without sausage, we brown it a little more. But sausage gravy, you don't brown as much, but we'll show y'all how I do sausage gravy. My husband loves it. And when we was growing up, we cooked with cream. We call this cream where I'm from. It's evaporated milk. But where I'm from, it's cream. And this is how this is what we cooked with. We cooked with cream. I still do a lot. And goes a long way. We keep a lot of it on hand. And when we grown up, we didn't have milk cows, so we didn't have a lot of milk. We would buy milk, but we used mostly evaporated milk, canned milk. Sometimes we get powdered milk. And so it won't take it long to brown up. So I got it all spread. I'm going to let it just continue browning. Now sausage has oil in it, has grease in it. So I'm adding just a tad more of canola oil, just a little. And it won't take it long to get done. I love sausage gravy. Always made this for the kids at camp. They loved it too. So you want to brown it until all the pink is out. Let me check on the biscuits. Oh, they look good. They look good. All right. Wipe my stove down a little. I hate the grease popping around. Mommy likes cold soup bean and cold fried tater sandwiches. Yeah, I've heard that before. My daddy always ate cold soup beans. Yeah, my dad always he loved soup beans. Bless his heart, my daddy still makes soup beans every week. He cooks soup beans all the time. Now I'm going to add flour, y'all. And like I said, I don't have a recipe to this. I've never used a recipe. I just eyeball it. This is self-rising flour. And let me get me. So you're going to start adding my flour to it. Now I'm going to add a little more oil. This is how I was taught to cook, by the way. I mean, a lot of the reason I started this, I mean, I love to cook, obviously, but also, I've taught my daughter's 17, and I have, since the time she was little, I've tried to teach her how I was taught to cook, you know, just regular common sense stuff, as we say. This is black pepper, and you want a good amount of black pepper, and a little salt. And so I was taught by my mom and my mamaw and my aunts, just watching them cook. We always had big family gatherings. We always got together and made big meals. And so I was taught like that. So in the mountains, you kind of cooked with what you had, and you made the best of it. And I was raised in the 80s. I'm 51 years old, so I'm not too old, but I was raised in southeast Kentucky, and I was raised in a holler to where we raised a lot of our food. We didn't raise cows, we raised pigs and chickens, and we raised our garden food. And so I was taught to cook with what you had, and you didn't always have a recipe. Okay? So I've taught my daughter that, and I wanted this page that I have, you know, I try to show people how I cook things, or different ways you can take things and make different things out of it. And you can always take something and make something, fix it one way and then change a little something and make it different. So let me turn my skillet back up, because you want to brown your flour. And when you're making gravy and you're using flour, you don't ever want you want to get your flour cooked to where you got to brown it just a little, so it's not going to have that pasty taste. You don't want that. What county in Southeast? I'm from Letcher County originally. So y'all, I will go back and talk. Sometimes I like to go back and reply to everybody. So when I'm doing my own live, it's hard. This is about ready to add in the milk, the cream. So if you see it there, it's starting. So I'm going to let it sizzle just a little more, get a little more brown before I add in my cream. Now, this is a rule though, if you're making gravy and your gravy gets too thin, it's always hard. You can thicken it up, but it's better to kind of make it a little thick, and then you can always thin it, okay? That's how my mom taught me. You add your little more flour in there, and then if you make it too thick, you can always thin it, and it ain't going to hurt the taste none. So it's just a matter of practicing. It's just a matter of just doing it. It's what I always tell Mackenzie. Just do it, and don't worry if it's perfect. If it ain't perfect, don't worry about it. And you'll smell flour too once it's starting to get brown, and you'll be able to smell it. All right, see? Okay. Now this is what I do. I just pour in my cream. About a half a can. And a little water, probably about a cup more. Now I'm going to turn it down because it'll start popping and going everywhere. So, take your whisk. I like changing over to a whisk. Turn it down. See, it's thick, which I knew it would be. A little more cream. A little more water. And start stirring. See? Now I take my whisk and I go around the edges because you want to make sure you got your all your bits, because that's where all your flavor's at. Now I can tell by looking at it, it needs a little more black pepper because this is sausage gravy, so you want it a little peppery. Some people add garlic or something to their sausage gravy. We never did. This was mild sausage. It wasn't spicy, so you can do that too if you like it. Let me turn it down just a tad. Now gravy will thicken the more it sets also, so Alexa, stop. So I'm going to add in the remainder of my water. I added probably a cup and a half of water into that. There's all kinds of recipes though. If you wanted to go by recipe, just Google sausage gravy and you might be able to find a good one. Yum. Looks good. Well, let me show you all. So when you're making it, that's about the consistency that you want it, because it will thicken by the time you get ready to serve it. See that there's about a good consistency. Let me check on the biscuits. They're about done. Now, what I do with the biscuits after they've been baking, I put mine on broil because I want mine brown. When we'll get them out, I'll show you all. Right there. So I got the biscuits on broil, and it won't take them long to brown up. I gotta make some scrambled eggs. So I'm gonna set this off. See? Turn my skillet down. This is my egg frying skillet. So I just got this thing for Christmas. I love it. Which I always like. I fry my eggs in my cast iron too, but I like having a non-stick. And when it comes to frying eggs, I like having a non-stick skillet. And that one was a Christmas present, so I'm So excited about my skillet, y'all. Kenzie come in here the other day and was cooking. I'm cracking my eggs. And she said, Mom, this skillet is life-changing. I said, yeah, it is. It is. Let me check my biscuits. Yeah. So I'm going to keep that down low. All right, this is, now always add, Mommy taught me this too, add just a little cream to my eggs. Roger he prefers his eggs scrambled. Here's some salt and some pepper. And you want them fluffy, so when you do this motion right here, they get good and fluffy. Let me set them off. Check on my biscuits. Woohoo! They're coming out. They're coming out. Good old biscuits. I'm gonna move my skillet of gravy over here. Kenzie. Kenzie. There's the biscuit, y'all. Kenzie, you tell your dad come up and eat.
Yes.
We're live still. So this is what I like to do. See this butter? Just take you some butter and brush on the tops. Now I keep my butter out, so this butter is already soft, which makes a difference. Oh Lord. See y'all, you don't have to fuss and make a big deal over making biscuits. I like to roll out biscuits. I've rolled out biscuits before. I've made different kinds. But I'm telling you, this is the simplest way to make biscuits. So I just brushed them with some butter. Let me show you all. See? Look. And where I look at the bottom. See that? Y'all, that's the only way to make biscuits. I do have a video. If you go under my videos, I do have a video posted that I call Drop Biscuits, and this is how I make them. But you all, this is the best way to get them fluffy. Look at that. Look at that, look at that. I'm gonna eat one.
Mom, did that alarm go off yet?
Mm-hmm.
It did?
Yep. All right, Daddy's here. Let me make his eggs. I tore the bottom off. So how about them biscuits, y'all? I'm telling you, that's the best way to get them. Best way to make them. I do just a little oil in my pan for my eggs and a little butter. I'm gonna melt that. Get your eggs down.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And
This is good.
yeah. Throw your eggs in. Got your plate, Daddy?
No, but I will.
Daddy's ready to eat, y'all.
I am.
He's starving. So this is... Tell him I love my skillet.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. So this is how I just do them. I like to just push them. That way they can stay fluffy.
Good old farm fresh eggs.
Yeah, these are farm eggs. We got a friend that gets them for us, and he brings them to Roger, and they're so much better. These are like eggs I was raised on. So
You could compare them to the yellow and the...
yeah, they're so rich.
Yeah.
These are farm eggs. That's why they're so yellow. Well, we call it yeller. Mommy calls it yellers to this day. So Daddy's ready to eat. You might need to taste it, Dad, see if it needs some salt, your gravy. I did salt it, but I didn't put a big lot.
Well,
So,
I have to.
I got Daddy's eggs ready. So yeah, this is our supper today. So this is our big meal. Is it good?
Yes, but
It's good, Daddy says. All right. Now he likes his egg done. He don't want no slimies in there. He don't
Yeah.
like a slimy egg.
I'm kind of queer.
Queer. We call it queer where we from. All right. So let me pour his egg out. Woo! He throwed his biscuit, y'all. That's
Yeah.
how. You know you got good biscuits when we was little, Daddy, Mommy would make. I have a video called pone bread, and some people call it hoe cakes, but a whole pone of bread. Mommy used to make biscuit bread like that too for us, and it'd be so hot. Daddy taught us to call it ouch bread. That was just funny. Let me take my phone off. All right, so Daddy's gonna eat, y'all.
Video me eating?
Yeah, you gotta do a taste.
Oh, mercy.
You gonna crumble up your biscuits?
I am. They're so hot I can't touch them.
You gonna crumble up his biscuits?
Did you make fried bologna?
I did. It's in the microwave. Kenzie's after the fried bologna.
Mercy.
Oh boy! Use your fork, baby. Need a fork?
I
There's-
do. I get one of these.
Yeah, they're clean. I run it.
Mercy.
All right, there we go. All right, Daddy's gonna put his sausage gravy on. Mmm.
Stick to
Perfect.
your ribs right there.
Perfect for a cold Saturday in January.
That it is.
Tell us what you think, Paul.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I gotta let it cool.
He's gotta let it cool. Kenzie, give me a piece of bologna.
It's so hot, but it's...
Now I want a piece of this. This is what Mommy's gonna eat.
Here we go.
Mmm.
Heaven on earth right there.
There y'all go.
Biscuits and gravy.
Suffering succotash. That
You
looks
didn't make
good.
the poor man enough eggs.
Yeah. 2 eggs is enough.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
Well, you're welcome. I'm eating my bologna.
Bologna.
My bologna.
BLO.
Yeah, where I'm from, we call it bologna.
That's funny.
Y'all, I will tell you, it's a chore for me to call it bologna. I ain't calling it bologna. I'm sorry. I ain't calling it bologna for nobody. You just have to get over
The
it.
woman at the deli this morning said, Bologna?
Bologna. Roger went and got it. So
People actually call it?
it is bologna.
I know
get.
that's how it's spelled.
I know, but anyway,
That's
yeah.
what she called it at the deli.
So there y'all go, guys. There's our supper for today. Good old homemade biscuits. You go back and watch me make them. I do have a video. And so y'all be able to see how I made them. But I do appreciate you guys watching. This was a live from start to finish. So if it's a little long, it's okay. But oh well. I do like going live and getting on here and talking with you guys. Bologna sandwiches, yeah. So anyway, I hope y'all have an amazing day. Share the video. I appreciate it. This is just simple cooking, simple cooking in our life that we like to do. I like to cook a lot of things, but I also still like to cook my simple stuff. So breakfast for supper, you can't go wrong, y'all. On a January cold day, good old hot biscuits. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you watching. And y'all have an amazing day. Thank you for watching Mountain Cooking with Missy, where it's nothing fancy. It's just good eating. Bye, guys.